Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to ask you a simple question. Are you truly living your dreams? Or are you quietly settling for less? Life gives us a gift called dreams, but so many of us put them on a shelf, telling ourselves maybe later, or it's impossible. I am here to tell you, don't settle, don't just dream. Chase it, nurture it, and live it fully. Your dreams are not meant to gather dust. They are meant to set your soul on fire. Your dreams are not just random thoughts that come and go. They are a reflection of your deepest desires, your true essence, and the unique purpose that only you can fulfill in this world. Every human being is born with a spark, a calling that is meant to shine in its own special way, and that spark often reveals itself through your dreams. Yet, so many of us treat dreams as if they are optional, as if they are something we can postpone indefinitely. We tell ourselves, maybe someday, or it's too difficult, or I'll focus on stability first. And while stability is important, settling for less than what your heart truly longs for is like living with a part of your soul asleep. Dreams are like seeds planted in the garden of your heart. They need attention, care, and belief to grow. If you ignore them, they may never blossom, and the world will miss out on the unique gift only you can bring. When you pursue your dreams, you are not just chasing goals. You are honoring the very essence of who you are. You are acknowledging that your life has value beyond mere existence, that your experiences, talents, and passions are meant to contribute something meaningful to the world. Dreams give life direction. They act as a compass that guides your decisions, your actions, and your choices. Without them, life can feel like a wandering journey with no purpose, where each day blends into the next without leaving a mark. But when you embrace your dreams, you awaken a fire within yourself, a fire that fuels courage, perseverance, and joy. It motivates you to wake up each morning with intention and to face challenges not as obstacles, but as stepping stones. Dreams are the whispers of your soul, reminding you that you are capable of more than you imagine. They are the visions that push you beyond your limits, the ideas that inspire innovation, and the passions that transform your existence into something extraordinary. Choosing to pursue your dreams is a declaration to the world and to yourself that you are here not just to exist, but to live fully, to create impact, and to leave behind a legacy that matters. Settling for less may feel safe, but it is in the pursuit of your dreams that you truly discover your potential, your resilience, and the joy of living a life aligned with your highest purpose. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in life, and yet it is invisible. It sneaks into our minds quietly, whispering doubts, uncertainties, and reasons why we shouldn't try. It tells you, what if you fail? What if people judge you? What if you are not good enough? And the truth is, fear does not have to be rational to be effective. It only needs to be believed. Most people allow fear to quietly dictate the course of their lives, settling for mediocrity instead of daring to pursue the extraordinary. But here's the truth: fear is a natural part of growth. Every person who has achieved something remarkable has felt fear at some point. Fear is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that you are moving beyond your comfort zone, that you are standing at the edge of something new, something important. The moment you feel that flutter of nervousness, or the weight of uncertainty, that is the moment your dream is calling you to be brave. And bravery is not the absence of fear, it is the courage to take the next step in spite of it. When you face your fears head on, you discover that they are rarely as powerful as they seem. What feels like an insurmountable wall in your mind is often a series of small challenges that can be overcome one step at a time. Fear tries to convince you to play it safe, to stay in the shadows, and to limit yourself to what is known and comfortable. But your dreams, your purpose, your potential, they all live on the other side of fear. Every great story, every significant achievement, every transformation begins with someone choosing to act despite the fear. Fear will never disappear completely, and if you wait for it to vanish, you will wait forever. But when you acknowledge it, understand it, and move forward anyway, you break its power over you. You shift from being a prisoner of fear to becoming a master of your destiny. Life rewards those who take bold steps, even when their hearts are trembling, because growth and transformation only happen when we push past the boundaries that fear tries to impose. Do not let fear convince you that your dreams are too big or too risky. The dreams that scare you the most are often the ones that have the greatest potential to transform your life, to inspire others, and to leave a lasting impact on the world. When you learn to rise above fear, you open the door to possibility, courage, and a life of purpose that is worth every risk, every moment of doubt, and every heartbeat of uncertainty. Fear is temporary, but regret is permanent. Don't let fear write your story. Let your dreams and your courage do that. Comfort is one of the most deceptive traps we can fall into. At first, it feels safe, familiar, and reassuring. You wake up, follow your routine, do what's expected, and tell yourself, this is enough. And for a while, it feels good, peaceful even. But slowly, imperceptibly, comfort begins to shrink your world. It narrows your vision, dims your potential, and makes you forget the dreams that once ignited your heart. Growth, achievement, and extraordinary living do not happen in comfort. They happen when you step into the unknown, when you take risks, and when you dare to move beyond the boundaries that feel safe. Think about every story of greatness you have ever heard, every inventor, every artist, every leader, every person who has truly made a difference. They all had to leave comfort behind. They had to take steps that were uncertain, uncomfortable, and even frightening, because only outside comfort do you encounter opportunity, resilience, and transformation. Comfort makes you complacent. It whispers, you're fine, no need to try harder, and you can wait for tomorrow. But tomorrow has a way of becoming next year, and next year becomes a decade. Time does not wait for your comfort, it marches forward relentlessly. If you stay within the safe boundaries of what you already know, your potential remains dormant, and your dreams remain unfulfilled. Stepping out of comfort does not mean you abandon wisdom or preparation. It means you embrace courage. It means choosing to experience the fear of uncertainty rather than the regret of inaction. Life is a delicate balance between security and growth, and too often we cling to the illusion of safety while the world outside is full of possibilities, waiting for us to reach for them. Every time you challenge yourself, try something new, or take a step toward your dreams, despite discomfort, you expand the limits of what is possible. You grow stronger, more resilient, more capable, and more confident in your own abilities. Remember, the moments that stretch you, challenge you, and push you beyond your comfort zone are the moments that define your life. The life you imagine, the life of impact, passion, and purpose, is waiting for you outside the walls of comfort. Do not let familiarity and ease hold you back from becoming who you were truly meant to be. Comfort may feel good for now, but growth, fulfillment, and the extraordinary life you dream of are on the other side, and only those willing to step beyond the familiar will ever reach it. Consistency is one of the most underrated keys to success, yet it is often overlooked because it does not have the immediate allure of talent or sudden breakthroughs. Many of us wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect idea, believing that success comes in bursts of inspiration or flashes of genius. But the truth is, consistent effort over time far outweighs talent that is sporadic or unfocused. Consistency is about showing up every single day, even when you feel tired, even when the results are not yet visible, and even when the world seems indifferent to your efforts. It is about making small, deliberate actions a habit, because these small actions accumulate into monumental achievements. Think of a river carving through rock, not because it is stronger than the stone, but because it flows persistently, day after day, until even the hardest obstacles cannot stand in its way. Talent is a gift, but it is consistency that transforms potential into reality. Many people have brilliant ideas or extraordinary skills, but without consistent practice, those gifts remain dormant. On the other hand, someone who may not feel inherently talented can achieve greatness simply by committing to steady, disciplined effort. Consistency builds resilience. It teaches you patience and perseverance. It allows you to learn from mistakes, refine your approach, and grow stronger with each attempt. Consistency also builds trust, both within yourself and in the eyes of others. When you consistently take action toward your dreams, you send a signal to the universe, to the people around you, and most importantly to yourself, that you are serious about what you want to achieve. It creates momentum, even on days when motivation feels distant or inspiration seems scarce. The act of showing up, of taking one more step, compounds over time, moving you closer and closer to your goals. Consistency is not glamorous, and it does not often receive immediate recognition, but it is the invisible force that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Every small, repeated effort, no matter how mundane it feels in the moment, builds the foundation for extraordinary results. Remember, it is not the giant leaps that carry most people forward. It is the steady, deliberate, daily steps that eventually lead to transformation. If you commit to consistency, to showing up even when it is difficult, even when progress seems slow, you are already choosing a path that leads to mastery, fulfillment, and the realization of your dreams. The power of consistency lies in its quiet, unwavering presence, shaping your life in ways that sudden inspiration never could. Failures are not the opposite of success, they are an essential part of it. Yet so many of us are afraid to fail, afraid to make mistakes, and afraid to look imperfect in front of others. We view failure as an endpoint, a label of inadequacy, or a signal that we are not meant to succeed. But in reality, failure is a teacher, a guide, and a stepping stone that directs us toward growth, wisdom, and eventual success. Every person who has accomplished something extraordinary has faced failure, often repeatedly, and it is precisely those experiences that shaped their resilience, their perspective, and their ability to persevere. Failure is not a sign that you are incapable, it is a sign that you are trying, that you are stretching yourself beyond the limits of what you already know, and that you are daring to dream. Without failure, you cannot fully understand the path to success, because every setback contains lessons that cannot be learned any other way. When you fail, it is an opportunity to reflect, to reassess, and to refine your approach. It teaches patience, humility, and the importance of persistence. The discomfort of failure forces you to confront your weaknesses, your fears, and your assumptions, and in doing so, it strengthens you in ways that success alone never could. Consider the countless inventors, entrepreneurs, and leaders throughout history. They all failed countless times before achieving greatness. Thomas Edison famously said that he did not fail 1,000 times, he discovered 1,000 ways that did not work. Each failure brought him closer to the invention that changed the world. Similarly, every setback you encounter is not a reason to give up. It is a reason to try differently, to learn, and to grow. Failure also builds character. It teaches empathy, resilience, and the courage to keep going even when the path is uncertain. When you embrace failure as a natural part of the journey, you stop fearing it and start using it as fuel for progress. Life is not about avoiding mistakes, it is about learning from them, adjusting your course, and moving forward with greater wisdom and determination. Every time you fail and choose to rise again, you reinforce the message to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances, braver than your doubts, and capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. The truth is, failure is temporary, but the lessons it provides are permanent. It is a powerful teacher, and the sooner you accept it as part of your journey, the sooner you will move closer to the life you dream of. Don't fear failure. Welcome it, learn from it, and let it guide you toward your ultimate success. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you have, yet it is so often underestimated or ignored. The mind has an incredible ability to shape reality, and the clearer you can see your dreams in your mind, the more likely they are to manifest in your life. Visualization is not merely daydreaming or wishing for something to happen. It is the deliberate act of imagining your goals in vivid detail, feeling them as though they are already real, and immersing yourself fully in the experience of what you want to create. When you close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your dreams, you activate your brain in ways that prepare you to take the necessary actions. Your subconscious mind begins to recognize opportunities, identify solutions, and guide your choices toward what aligns with your vision. Visualization also strengthens your belief in yourself, which is critical because belief is the foundation of all achievement. If you cannot see it in your mind, you will struggle to see it in your life. The act of visualization bridges the gap between what seems impossible and what becomes achievable. Every champion, every innovator, and every person who has accomplished something extraordinary has spent time imagining their success before it happened. They saw themselves crossing the finish line, giving that speech, creating that invention, or impacting lives in ways they had not yet realized. This mental rehearsal builds confidence, sharpens focus, and creates a sense of inevitability that motivates action even when challenges arise. Visualization also keeps you aligned with your purpose. Life is full of distractions, doubts, and obstacles that can pull you away from your goals. When you consistently visualize your dreams, you remind yourself of why you started, what you are striving for, and what is possible if you persist. It strengthens your determination and helps you make choices that support your growth rather than settle for mediocrity. Moreover, visualization is a form of emotional preparation. It allows you to experience the joy, pride, and fulfillment of success before it happens, which creates a powerful emotional connection to your goals. This emotional connection fuels resilience, persistence, and unwavering commitment, even in the face of setbacks. Remember, the mind cannot easily distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real, so the more clearly you see your dreams, the more your thoughts, energy, and actions will align to make them a reality. Do not underestimate the power of this practice. Spend time each day visualizing the life you want, feeling the emotions of your achievements, and embracing the reality of your dreams as though they are already unfolding. When you do this consistently, you are not just hoping for success, you are creating it step by step within your mind and ultimately in your life. The people you surround yourself with have an enormous impact on the trajectory of your life. Yet so many of us underestimate the influence of our environment. Energy is contagious, and the attitudes, beliefs, and habits of those around you seep into your own mind and actions in ways that are often invisible. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, or cynicism, it is almost impossible to maintain the optimism, courage, and determination required to pursue your dreams. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and support, it fuels your growth, expands your perspective, and strengthens your resolve. Choosing your circle wisely is not about being arrogant or exclusive. It is about protecting your energy and aligning yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and encourage you to be your best self. These are the individuals who remind you of your potential when you forget it, who celebrate your wins without jealousy, and who offer guidance and wisdom when the path gets difficult. Life is a reflection of the company you keep, and your inner circle acts as both a mirror and a compass. They reflect your values, habits, and ambitions, and they help guide you toward the life you want to create. Positive relationships provide accountability, motivation, and inspiration. They remind you that you are not alone, that your dreams are valid, and that perseverance is possible even in the face of obstacles. Conversely, toxic relationships drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and make you doubt your own abilities, keeping you trapped in cycles of fear, complacency, or mediocrity. The influence of those around you is so profound that even subtle interactions, words of encouragement, shared wisdom, or simply observing someone's discipline and commitment can ignite a spark within you. Surround yourself with people who embody the qualities you wish to cultivate: courage, resilience, compassion, and ambition. Seek mentors, peers, and friends who inspire you to step up, take risks, and pursue your dreams unapologetically. At the same time, be mindful of the energy you contribute to others. Relationships are reciprocal, And by uplifting those around you, you create a network of positivity that reinforces your own growth. Life is too short to be held back by negativity or doubt, and your dreams are too precious to be influenced by people who do not see your potential. Choose your circle with intention, nurture relationships that inspire, and distance yourself from influences that hinder your progress. When you do this consistently, you create an environment where your dreams can flourish, your confidence can grow, and your life can expand in ways that would be impossible if you tried to go it alone. The energy you surround yourself with will either lift you or weigh you down. Make sure it is the kind that propels you forward toward the extraordinary life you are meant to live. Dreams remain just ideas unless they are paired with action. It is not enough to hope, plan, or wish for a better future. You must move, act, and take concrete steps toward making your vision a reality. So often, people spend endless hours thinking, analyzing, or waiting for the perfect conditions. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. Life is inherently uncertain, and waiting for everything to align before you act is a trap that keeps dreams dormant. Action transforms ideas into experience, and experience transforms dreams into reality. Even the smallest steps, when taken consistently, have a compounding effect over time. Every effort you make, every decision to act rather than hesitate, builds momentum, confidence, and clarity. Action is also the antidote to fear. The moment you start moving toward your goals, fear begins to lose its grip because you are proving to yourself that you are capable, resourceful, and resilient. Dreams are powerful, but they are powerless without action. You can visualize, plan, and hope endlessly, but without action, nothing changes. Action converts potential energy into kinetic energy. It takes the dream out of your mind and puts it into the world where it can grow, evolve, and impact others. Many people fail not because they lack vision or talent, but because they fail to act. They allow hesitation, doubt, or comfort to paralyze them, and as a result, their dreams remain unrealized. Taking action does not mean you will succeed immediately, nor does it guarantee a smooth journey, but it does mean you are moving forward, learning, adapting, and creating opportunities that would never exist if you stayed still. Every great achievement begins with a single step, often small and seemingly insignificant, yet it is the start of a journey that can change your life forever. Action also teaches resilience, problem solving, and determination. As you take steps forward, you encounter obstacles and challenges, but each one becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. The habit of action builds courage, perseverance, and confidence, reinforcing the belief that you can overcome whatever comes your way. Remember, dreams are not fulfilled by intention alone, they are fulfilled by doing. The world rewards those who act, who take risks, and who refuse to let fear, doubt, or indecision dictate their path. So do not wait for permission, validation, or ideal circumstances. Take that first step today, no matter how small, and continue to act consistently and deliberately toward the life you envision. In action lies transformation, and in transformation lies the realization of the extraordinary life you were meant to live. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can cultivate, yet it is often overlooked in the pursuit of dreams and success. So many of us become focused on what we do not have on what is missing in our lives, or on the next goal we want to achieve. And in that process, we forget to appreciate the blessings that are already present. Gratitude is not simply saying, "Thank you," for the obvious things. It is a deep, conscious acknowledgement of the richness, opportunities, lessons, and even the challenges that shape our journey. When you cultivate gratitude, you begin to see life through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. It shifts your mindset from one of dissatisfaction to one of appreciation, which in turn fuels your energy, motivation, and resilience. Being grateful does not mean you stop striving for more. It means you recognize and honor what you already have while pursuing what you desire. Gratitude allows you to stay humble and grounded. It reminds you that your achievements are not solely the result of your effort alone, but are also shaped by the people, circumstances, and opportunities that have supported you along the way. When you approach life with gratitude, setbacks and challenges are seen differently. They are no longer purely obstacles to your progress, but lessons to be learned, opportunities to grow, and moments that deepen your understanding and strength. Gratitude also has a profound impact on relationships. When you appreciate those around you, express it genuinely, and recognize their contributions, you build trust, respect, and connection. People are drawn to those who acknowledge and value them, and such relationships create a positive environment that encourages growth and collaboration. On a personal level, gratitude nurtures emotional well-being. It reduces stress, strengthens resilience, and enhances your overall outlook on life. It is a practice that reminds you to celebrate small victories, to recognize progress even when it is slow, and to honor the journey as much as the destination. By consistently practicing gratitude, you create a powerful cycle. The more you recognize and appreciate what you have, the more energy and motivation you generate to pursue your dreams, and the more joy you experience along the way. Gratitude transforms not only your mindset, but also your life. It allows you to remain optimistic, focused, and inspired, even in the face of uncertainty or difficulty. When combined with hard work, action, and persistence, gratitude becomes a fuel that sustains you, lifts your spirit, and propels you forward toward the extraordinary life you are meant to live. Remember, a heart filled with gratitude is a heart that is open to growth, abundance, and the limitless possibilities that await you. Leaving a legacy is one of the most profound ways to give your life meaning, yet so many people focus solely on personal achievement without considering the lasting impact they can have on others. Your dreams are not just for yourself, they are a gift to the world, a way to inspire, uplift, and transform the lives of those around you. When you pursue your dreams with passion, integrity, and dedication, you are creating ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle. A legacy is not defined solely by wealth, recognition, or fame. It is defined by the positive influence you leave behind, the values you embody, and the ways in which you empower others to rise alongside you. Every choice you make, every act of kindness, every lesson you share, and every barrier you overcome contributes to the story of your life and the mark you leave on the world. Think about the people who have truly inspired you. Their achievements, yes, but more importantly, their ability to touch hearts, change perspectives, and ignite hope. That is the essence of a legacy. a lasting contribution that continues to inspire long after you are gone. Pursuing your dreams is not selfish, it is a responsibility. When you embrace your potential and commit to your purpose, you are honoring the gifts you have been given and using them to benefit more than just yourself. A legacy motivates you to live intentionally. It pushes you to make decisions that reflect your highest values, to act with courage even when it is difficult, and to approach life with a sense of responsibility and vision. It challenges you to think beyond immediate gratification, to consider how your actions today will resonate in the future, and to strive for impact that transcends time and circumstance. Every person has the opportunity to leave a legacy, no matter how big or small. It may be through mentoring, teaching, creating, leading, or simply living in a way that exemplifies courage, compassion, and integrity. The cumulative effect of these actions can transform communities, inspire generations, and shape the world in ways that one could never fully anticipate. When you pursue your dreams with dedication and purpose, you are not only fulfilling your own potential, but also lighting a path for others to follow. You are showing them what is possible when courage meets commitment, when passion meets perseverance, and when intention meets action. Leaving a legacy reminds you that your life is part of something greater than yourself. It transforms challenges into opportunities to grow, failures into lessons to guide others, and successes into examples to inspire. Ultimately, the pursuit of your dreams is inseparable from the pursuit of significance, impact, and lasting contribution. When you live with this mindset, every step you take, every decision you make, and every obstacle you overcome becomes meaningful, not just for you, but for the countless lives your courage and dedication will touch. Your dreams are bigger than you, and in chasing them, you create a story, a memory, and a legacy that will endure far beyond the boundaries of your own lifetime. As we reach the conclusion of this journey together, I want you to take a moment and reflect on everything we've discussed. The dreams that ignite your soul, the fears that try to hold you back, the comfort zones that quietly limit you, and the power of action, consistency, gratitude, and the people you surround yourself with. Life is a precious gift, and every day is an opportunity to move closer to the extraordinary life you were meant to live. But here is the truth that often goes unspoken. Dreams are not just meant to be chased for your own happiness. They are meant to inspire, uplift, and create ripple effects far beyond yourself. The pursuit of your dreams is a responsibility, a calling, and a contribution to the world. When you choose to live courageously, to act despite fear, to persist despite failures, and to embrace growth even when it is uncomfortable, you are not only transforming your own life, you are setting an example for others, leaving a legacy, and proving that the impossible is possible. Every challenge you face, every setback you endure, and every small victory you celebrate is part of a tapestry that builds character, wisdom, and resilience. Life is not measured by what you avoid, but by what you dare to pursue, the courage you summon in moments of doubt, and the determination you carry when the path is unclear. The world needs dreamers who act, who persist, who refuse to settle, and who lift others along the way. Your dreams are sacred. They are the whispers of your soul calling you to greatness. Do not silence them. Do not dim them. Do not settle for a life that is smaller than what your heart can imagine. You have been given unique talents, passions, and opportunities that no one else possesses. When you honor them, when you step boldly into the life you envision, you create not just a story for yourself, but a story that inspires others, touches hearts, and makes the world a better place. So rise up, step forward, take that next action, no matter how small. Face your fears with courage. Show gratitude for the journey. Surround yourself with positivity. Embrace failure as a teacher. And above all, keep your dreams alive, because they are the light guiding you toward a life of meaning, fulfillment, and impact. Remember, the extraordinary life you dream of is not just out there waiting. It is within you, waiting for you to claim it. Do not settle. Do not wait. Your time is now, and your dreams are calling. Answer them with everything you have, and watch how your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible.